Good afternoon, Shiloh. And we are now on our third lesson in arts. Okay, third lesson in arts. So I hope you have your book. Open it to mm, page 136. Page 136. Okay. So on page 136, our lesson for this afternoon in arts is about primitive dwelling. Okay, primitive dwelling. So I hope you have already the idea by just looking at the pictures. Okay, so what do you mean by primitive dwelling ba? Let's find out. Okay, so for your vocabulary, primitive means it came from an early time in the very ancient past. Karaan, old, ancient man. So, a long time ago. Okay? A long time ago na. So, usually, you call it primitive pag they don't have any written language. Okay? Wala sila written language. Hindi advanced yung technology nila, meaning traditional sila. Okay? Traditional sila. So they don't use technology. So wala sa mga gadgets, okay? Usually, most of them, they live in yung mga places na malayo sa city, okay? They live a very simple and basic life, okay? They made or done in a way that is not modern and that does not show much skill, okay? Unlike what we used to do now in the present, sila, okay. So, primitive dwelling. Okay? Primitive kasi hindi sila modern. Hindi sila modern. It's like, if tayo gumagamit tayo ng cellphone, sila hindi. Okay? If we use laptop, sila hindi. If we use machines, they do not use machines. So, traditional sila. That's what you call primitive. Okay? Next, what do you mean by dwelling? So, dwelling means a place where a person lives. Okay? Ito yung place kung saan nakatira yung ng isang tao. Okay? So, primitive dwelling. Primitive means basic or very simple. Dwelling yung tirahan. So, very simple yung tirahan. Pag you combine them together. Primitive dwelling, so, traditional na tirahan. Okay? Simpleng tirahan. Let's move forward. We are now on page 137. Okay? On page 137, if you try to take a look sa mga pictures, di ba? Sila yung mga ifugaw. Ito yung suot nila. Ethnic group kasi sila. Okay? Ethnic group. And ang mga ifugaws are famous for the hagdan-hagdang palayan or rice terraces. Okay? Bundok siya, but they have found a way to make use of it. Kahit bundok siya, ginawa nilang palayan or rice field. Okay? Rice field. So, yan. And dyan sila nakatira. Okay? Dyan sila nakatira. Okay. So, Ifugao culture remained undamaged by the influences of other cultures. So, na-preserve nila yung culture nila. Wala'y naka-influence sa ilaha because they are very simple. Wala nila gi-adapt ang modern way. Okay? They remained the same. From gikan pa sa una, hangtod karon, they have preserved their culture. Walay nabago. Okay? So they have their own beliefs, they have their own practices, they have their own mga way of living na different from us. Okay? So one of the ethnic groups, they are one of the ethnic groups who were able to preserve their customs and traditions, wood carving art, and colorful textiles and clothing. So as you see, very nice ang ilahang mga clothes, di ba? Why? There are patterns, ethnic patterns, mga ethnic designs, okay? Mga ethnic designs. They have rituals, okay, that we don't have in our generation. So, rich kayong ilang culture. And they have done that for the longest time already. Okay? They are also known for their one-of-a-kind house. Okay? So, mga Ifugao are not just famous for their rice terraces. Okay? Itong rice terraces is actually one of the world wonders. Okay? It's a tourist spot. Okay? And Philippines is famous for that. And hindi lang sila dyan magaling, kundi magaling din sila they're famous because sa appearance ng bahay nila, the kind of house that they have, that they live in. Okay? So, ano ba yung house nila? Let's find out. Here, yung house nila is called Fale. Okay? Fale. So, this is how their house looks like. So, si Fale is a square-shaped house. So, you see, square-shaped siya. Okay? It looks so cute. So, ito yung square-shaped house nila which serves as the sleeping room. Dito sila natutulog. Dining room. Dito sila kumakain. Storeroom. Nandiyan na lahat ng things nila. And a place of worship. It's where they pray. Okay? So, all in one siya. Unlike us na meron tayong separate room for sleeping, separate room for dining, we also have a storage room, and another room for place of worship. Pero sila, isa lang. Okay? They do all these things in just the same room. Kasi kung titingnan nyo, maliit lang yung room nila. Diba? Square shape. Okay. The roof is triangular in shape, as you see. Triangular siya. Probably it's made up of kogon grass. Okay? It's enclosed by slanting and windowless walls. Wala silang window. Okay? Wala silang window. It's elevated from the ground with 4 wooden posts. You see, elevated siya, nakaangat. Tapos, yung gamit nila is 4 wooden na mga haligi sa baba. Okay? Ito. Oh, yan. Wooden. Okay? And there is a staircase. As you see, may hagdan sila. But it is removed and hanged at night. Ba't ba na-remove? They remove their staircase at night. Bakit? Because when the occupants are away, tinatanggal din nila yung staircase. Because it's their way to prevent enemies or animals from entering. Okay? Safety ang kanilang iniisip. Safe sila pag wala yung staircase. Pag natutulog sila, nakaangat yung staircase para walang maka-use at night. Okay? Safe sila. Okay? So, yung fale, yung bahay, not a single nail is used in the house. Meaning, kahit isang nail, yung yung pukpok, okay? Kasi isa kalansang, wala gigamit sa iyaha. Anong gamit nila? Wooden circular panels in place of nails, okay? So, ito yung wooden panels, mga woods. Imagine how traditional and old-fashioned they are. Kasi yung in modern times, we use nails, di ba? We use nails, pero sila hindi. Kahit isang nail, walang ginamit. Okay? And also, some houses display Carabao horns. This is Carabao horns. Okay? They also have skulls and jaws of pigs, mga baboy, sa labas ng bahay nila, outside the house. Why? Because they believe that the more you have horns, the more you have these bones, the wealthier you are. So, dyan nila din-display, pag marami silang ganyan, that means na wealthy yung owner. What do you mean by wealthy? Rich. Okay? Nakakaangat sa buhay. Rich. Okay. So, we are now we have 2 basic types of shapes. Remember, Shiloh, yung geometric at saka yung organic. Diba yung geometric shape, yun yung mga shapes. Diba? Mga shapes, may dimension. Organic naman, yun yung makikita mo sa paligid ng mga shapes. Okay? So, mga flowing. Yung mga pang irrational irregular, okay? Yung irregular or curve, okay? Now this one, stylized shapes, the outline of the object, it is the outline of the object that it represents, okay? So wala na daghan, chart. outline lang siya. But you already know what the object is. The image and the picture of the object when you remove all the unwanted details. Okay? Natural shapes that you see everywhere, symbols for road signs, logo of Superman, icons, and outline of a clay jar. Okay? So, outline lang siya. Not much detail, pero you know that that object is how it is. Okay? So, you will know this is a bike. You will know that this is a scissors. You will know that these are glasses. Diba? Okay. So, we have here, the purpose of stylized shapes is their meaning is so easy to see and understand. Kuha. Now, let's try a technique in art where it uses stylized shapes. This is what you call crayon etching. Okay, so crayon etching is a technique in crayon design using light and bright colors through scraping or scratching tool. Okay, so the top color is dark or contrasting and serves as the background of the artwork. Okay, so how do we use it and how do we do it? How do we do it? By the way, Shiloh, I'm going to ask you to do this, the same art, okay? Crayon etching. How do we do it? So first, if you have a bond paper, kung may bond paper ka, let's say for example, ito yung bond paper. Okay, let's find another one. Okay. Let us say, for example, ito yung bond paper. Okay? The first thing that you're going to do, you try to observe, marami siyang mga colors, di ba? So, yun yung gagawin mo una. Just like this one, may pattern siya. So, yung mga colors, you mix the colors in the surface. Okay? Mix the colors in the surface. After you put the different colors in the first layer, you then cover them with dark color. I suggest that you use black crayon. Okay? I-cover gid nimo tanan. Though you already have the first layer of colors, i-cover nimo siya tanan sa black. Tanan gyud, cover them all with black. Thick. Thick. Okay, after that, you scratch them. Okay? I-etch din nimo siya. You form whatever you want to draw, just like this one. Kagisan din nimo siya, and the color under the black will come out. Okay? So you can search for other techniques, okay, on how to do crayon etching. Marami yan sa YouTube on how you do it. Okay? So, make your own crayon etching design. So you use a shorthand paper and put your title at the back. Crayon etching and yung title kung ano yung trinay mong i-drawing. Okay? So, you answer also activity A on page 140. Activity A on page 140. Okay? So, I hope that you enjoy doing the arts, and I hope that you have learned something today in our arts. So thank you and have a good day. Bye.